All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And the title of this lesson is going to be um, after Exodus, the 15th chapter and the 3rd verse, which is the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. And just getting into really the spiritual aspect of this war that we're involved in, because a lot of people get it misunderstood that a fight or a war is always physical, and that's all that is as far as the level of playing field that involves war. All right, but war, the majority, or I'll say the heaviest part or the most important part of the war is the mental aspect, the psychological aspect, or in other terms, the spiritual aspect of the dynamics of war. Okay, and saying that, it's needs to be understood the condition, all right, in order to have success over an enemy, because war is against two or more opposing forces. Okay, because that's again, what I was trying to get into is the condition of the battle. Like it says in 2nd Ezra 7 chapter, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. All right, so what is that condition of the battle? Okay, and the condition of the battle is, and quickly getting into this is it's in Sirach the 33rd chapter, how it says good is set against evil and life against death. So was the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right, so like it says, the Most High, he made two and two, one against another. All right, but in saying that, all right, the invisible force, the visible forces behind these two or more you can say parties or individuals, or in our case, all right, types of people. All right, you have to understand the spirituality behind these things. Okay, because the spirit is a driving force of all living things. All right, the spirit. Okay, and a lot of people are dismayed at this because they, as scriptures say, they are spiritually discerned. All right, but and explaining that, just getting to the point of the lesson is how the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is raising up his saints. All right, raising up his men, all right, to come against the evildoers and stand up against the workers of iniquity, like it says in Psalms 94 and 16th verse. Okay, the Most High is raising us up, all right, us being the Israelites, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Yahweh Shai is raising us up, all right, because like it says in Psalms 50th chapter, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such, and one as thyself. Going into the wicked. All right, talking about specifically, you can say the wicked himself being Esau, Edom. All right, because as it says in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, so the wicked is in rule. All right, and they do these things, and they think that the Most High is altogether as themselves. All right, they do these things, and the Most High keeps silence. All right, so they think. All right, because it says in Ecclesiastes the 8th chapter, though sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right, therefore the sons of men have set their hearts fully to do evil. All right, to do wicked. Slakia, but Slakia. But at the point is that the prosperity of the wicked is for an appointed time, it's for a moment. All right, and that's why it says in Job 27th chapter that if the wicked be multiplied, it's for the sword. Okay, and how are these things gonna be made manifest? All right, it has to be made manifest first in the spirit. Okay, and then the carnal aspect will come. All right, then the Most High, as it is now, He's raising up fishers. And He's gonna turn us into hunters. All right, but always remembering that the spirit rules over everything. All right, the spirituality aspect of everything is what is the driving force of life. All right, of action. Things move because of the spirit. Okay, this is all according to the Yahweh Shai's wisdom. That's why we break out things according to the Holy Scriptures. Okay, but going back to this point of the lesson that I'm getting into, I'm gonna start here in Ezekiel 37 chapter, start at the 9th verse. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. Okay, and this is talking about us. All right, the dead of our people. All right, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, us being dead because we didn't have this truth, we didn't have this light. All right, we were turned away from our power, thus we were dead. All right, because the wages of sin is death. All right, when we dwelt in sin and we became workers of iniquity. Okay, therefore the Most High have turned his back on us, so to say. He turned his head. All right, for a moment though. Okay, so at this time the Most High is breathing that breath. All right, that breath of life, which is his words. Okay, these are the things that are quickening us. All right, because that's why it says the flesh profiteth nothing. All right, it is the spirit that quickeneth. Quickeneth basically meaning to make alive. All right, we are being brought up. Okay, we're being raised up. Okay, and the second part of Psalms 50, the 21st verse is, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. All right, we are being set in order before the world's eyes. All right, because Yahweh is all about order. Okay, and that's why speaking of our leaders, all right, the apostles and elders on down. Okay, this is what is happening. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are being raised up. All right, from their dead estate, going into the dry bones. All right, we were dead. All right, but the Most High is making us alive. All right, and waking us up. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet in the exceeding great army. Okay, because again, the Most High is raising up men, and him being a man of war, okay, he is raising up men. All right, and that's what you see here going on throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, that's why there's all type of manner of uproars and things of that nature going on around the world, is because the elect is waking up. Okay, and that means the wicked is getting ready to be put out. All right, the wickedness is then on its last hurrah. All right, wickedness is on its last leg. All right, the time appointed for wickedness to rule is up, and the Most High is raising up his people. All right, his men first and foremost to put out the wicked. Okay, and how is this happening? It's happening according to the spirit. All right, the spirit is the thing that is profiting us, not the flesh. Okay, and what the Most High is doing is what has been prophesied to happen. That's why it's always about prophecy. Okay, the heathen are extremely upset, and pretty much all the workers of iniquity, all the evildoers are upset because they know their time is up. They know their time is up. All right, in Psalms 83rd chapter, it talks about all the heathen coming together to cut us off as a people. So of course they'll be upset. All right, because they know when we are raised up that their rule is over. Because when the Most High is for us, who can be against us? All right, our rock is not like their rock. Okay, we've been delivered onto their hands for a set purpose, not for permanency. All right, we're brought low, because this is our punishment, not a forever thing. Okay, and what is happening is that the Most High is raising us up. Okay, this is a spiritual warfare. All right, so in saying that, this is Ephesians chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, because there's all type of snares and traps out here, to get us caught up. All right, get us entangled. All right, ultimately to keep us away from our power, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, all these traps, all right, and snares and holes that has been set before us, these devils are perplexed. All right, and how is it possible with all these things set against them? How are they still around? How are they being raised up? All right, and it's Yahweh Shemel Shai. He is the one that is raising us up. Okay, because this is according to his will. All right, and this has been prophesied to happen. All right, that his people are going to wake up in a land where they've been put to shame. All right, praise and fame, will Most High has given us praise and fame where we've been put to shame. All right, where it said we are not the people of the Most High, there shall be said we are the sons of the power. All right, because this is our heritage. All right, this is who we are. All right, we're not black, we're not Latino, we're not Native American. All right, we are Hebrew Israelites. Okay, there's no other think of movements or any type of self-liberation that came to our people in the form of civil rights, going, etc., etc. All right, it came to naught. Why? Because it was of men. And it was prophesied that the Most High would raise us up. That's why he said, and the curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, no man shall buy thee. All right, no man is going to redeem us. Okay? But now, the Most High is raising us up. Why? Because we are being obedient unto him. All right, and it's prophesied that we would wake up in a land where, it says the scriptures, the valley of the dry bones. Okay? And Ezekiel says, shall these bones live? All right, we are very well alive. Why? Because the Most High has quickened us. Okay, but and that goes into us, again going into that the condition of the battle. All right. So this is going to get into right here. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, again, because the world is consumed in every fashion, every creek and every hole, in every space of this world is filled with wickedness. All right, so what is happening is this truth is what is breaking down these strongholds. All right, breaking down all the lies, in the deception that covers this whole earth. All right, because it says gross darkness the people. This world is covered in darkness. Okay, so what is raising us up is this truth, the light that is of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, because going into the opposing side, it's going into Satan meaning the adversary. All right, and going into Lucifer meaning light bearer, meaning the blockers of light. All right, these so-called illuminated ones, they call themselves Illuminati. Okay, their whole purpose is to block the light. All right, so that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans cannot wake up. All right, because you are the number one enemy against darkness. All right, because it's your heritage to be of light. All right, we are the children of the Most High. Okay, and that's why we are letting our light shine before men. Okay, and that's why it says we are made a spectacle unto the world. Okay, people stare and they don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, and it's because this place is crumbling because the Most High is raising us up. All right, so it's continuous. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. All right, that evil day is very, very fastly approaching. All right, going into Jacob's trouble. Okay, we know the devil is going to come down having great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, why? Because his rulership is on the end. All right, his time of rulership is up. All right, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Okay, the heritage of darkness, all right, the seed line of the evildoers are getting ready to be put out. All right, and the children of the light are being raised up. Again, because this is a prophecy. All right, but the whole armor, all right, is this truth. All right, taking heed unto the word of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, being in obedience, so that he can defend you in this time that we're coming into. All right, very, 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 very dark times that we're heading into. Okay, but you have to take hold onto this light. All right, being this truth. So as scripture say, that you may be able to stand, withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. All right, and that goes into your foundation. All right, setting your foundation upon a rock. Okay, being rooted in this truth. That's why I say wisdom, not understanding, shall be the stability of thy time. Okay, yeah, we know out here when stuff's gonna be carnal. You're gonna be hungry. You gotta eat. Okay, you gotta search out and hide and duck, and you might have to take some people out. All right, but it always is about the spirit. All right, where your mind is at. Okay, where your heart is at. Okay, and that's why we're going through these things. Okay, so that because this is training. Like the brother Abadi always says, this is spiritual boot camp. Okay, you go to boot camp because eventually you're going to be put out on the front lines. Okay, and we are on the front lines. All right, but that day hasn't come yet. Okay, the hour of temptation. All right, that day is getting ready to try the entire world, the earth. All right, this is what we're preparing for, and it's a constant battle. Okay, but there's levels. All right, because it's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. All right, the only way you're gonna be able to stand is, as the scriptures say, you put on the whole armor of the Most High. All right, so this is verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. All right, exactly, truth. Like it says in scriptures, the truth shall set you free. All right, and that's talking about the spirit first and foremost. Letting go of these spiritual chains. Okay, because salvation always starts in the spirit. It starts in the mind. All right, and eventually it'll be carnal. All right, when Yahushua comes, in the host of angels and beams you up. All right, Lord will be part of that number. All right, but it starts first inside. All right, that's why it says in Luke. All right, the kingdom of heaven cometh not with observation. All right, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So what does that mean? Are you going to open up your chest and then the kingdom of heaven is going to be there? No. All right, it's talking about the spirit. All right. So continuing in verse 14, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, blocking all that doubt, unbelief, the fear, the things that are unknown, stuff like that. All right, just faith. That's why it says it's impossible to please him without faith. Okay, that's why the Most High puts us through things so that our faith is tested. All right, because it tells you when Yahushua returns as the end of the trial of our faith. All right, we are on the trial of our faith. All right, our faith is on trial. All right, we're being tested constantly every single day. All right, so what more in that time, that we're coming into? Okay, but it's not going to happen alone on that day. All right, it goes into that preparation. All right, reading. All right, watching brothers' videos. All right, studying, praying, fasting. Okay, you have to build yourself up. Okay, because this stuff is serious out here. All right, but when you see judgment and things of that nature, it always first is in the spirit. All right, because why was that man judged? Why was that man judged in the way he was judged? All right, these people dying these horrible deaths. All right, it's because they were wicked and their soul was required, and the Most High had to sacrifice. All right, no one that perishes is innocent. It says that in Job. All right, so why when they say why the good die young, why the bad things happen to good people? That's all cliches and superstitions. Okay, Yahweh Bashmi Yoshai is judge. Okay, and you are judged according to the spirit. All right, and the things that you do on earth is because the things the vessel that you dwell in. All right, but your spirit is judged. Okay, the flesh is just the flesh. Okay, the flesh cannot. That's why when you pass away, the flesh is dead. All right, when you're in the coffin, your body's not like, all right, I can start doing my own shit. No, once the spirit leaves you, that vessel is useless. Okay, when you're going into these fiery darts of the wicked, okay, Satan always testing, trying you, and things of that nature. People at your job, stuff might happen to you. Your car start messing up. All right, you have to put up that shield of faith, knowing that the Most High is dealing with you, that the Most High is going to protect you. All right, and that eventually He's going to save you. All right, because our hope is in Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. All right, nothing else. Not nothing else. All right. Okay. So this is verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. All right. This word is quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. Okay. The words of the Heavenly Father. Okay. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Again, going into the Titus lesson, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is His name. Okay. So of course, you can be carnal, talk about a helmet, talk about a shield, talk about a sword. Okay. Armor, things of that nature. All right, arrows and bows. But you have to understand the spiritual playground, the spiritual playing field, all right, of this spiritual war. Okay, and this is how you get an advantage over your opposer. All right, you have to study. Okay, you have to understand his tactics, understand how he moves, understand how he thinks. Making predictions of his next moves. All right, so you can stay a step ahead. All right, and it ultimately goes into knowing yourself, because we are our own worst enemy. Okay, worse than anybody out here. Our own selves is our worst enemy. Okay, that's why you always have to constantly monitor yourself. Okay, look yourself in the mirror. All right, and check whether you are in the faith or not. All right, and count the costs that you be sufficient to finish. Okay, things like that. Okay, and again, it always goes back to the spirit. Okay, because the flesh is weak. The spirit is willing, but this flesh is weak. Okay, so that's why the scriptures talk about putting off your weak nature. Okay, and tapping into the spirit, man, that is eternal. Okay, that is immortal. Okay, and again, going into the stuff always starts first in the spirit. All right, the spirit, it happens in the spirit first, and then the physical catches up. All right, that's why that's why we're going to get these new bodies. All right, because the spirit has always been immortal. The spirit has always been eternal, and things of that nature. All right, extremely strong. All right, extremely wise. Things of that nature. Okay, because the spirit is the highest potential of yourself. All right, but what happened is we're in these unworthy vessels. All right, these chains of darkness, and that's why Yahushua is coming to change us. Okay. But nonetheless, I'm continue on. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. All right, praying. That's another defense tool. All right, praying, and even offensive. Putting curses on people, that's an offensive move. All right. So these are our weapons. All right, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right, but we're mighty through what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, are we gonna get spiritual powers and slicing and dicing people up? Of course. All right, because Most High said we are his battle axe, weapons of war. All right, but this whole thing is going into 2nd Esdras 7 chapter. This is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. All right, we're about to conquer death. We're literally about to conquer death. Okay, because we have the victory through our big bro Yahushai. All right. This is what is happening. All right, we were about to literally conquer death. All right, so this is what we've been fighting for from the beginning. All right, when Adam fell. All right, fighting against this flesh. Because it says, again, the Most High has made 2 and 2 one against another. All right. That's why the spirit is always warring against the flesh. All right. The spirit envying against the flesh, and the flesh envying against the wicked. The flesh envying against the spirit. Okay. All right. But continues verse 19, Ephesians 6 and 19. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds. In bonds, man, it's flesh. All right, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. Okay, that's why it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. Okay. Again, because the Most High is raising us up. All right, we're in boldness because why? Our power is behind us again. Yahweh Shem Shai is defending us again. All right, we're being shown favor. All right, unlike the wicked, which has always been showed favor. All right, but they, like it says, slack is past my mind, but it might be Isaiah. It says, though favor be shown unto the wicked, yet shall they not learn righteousness. All right, so we're the example of righteousness, because there's all type of examples of wickedness. Everywhere you go, you can be easily taught wickedness. So where's the balance in that? All right, where's the balance in that? All right, so that's why the Most High has us being raised up. Okay, and that's why that's why they're troubled. I might as well get it. All right, this is Wisdom Solomon chapter 5, and I quoted verse 1, but I'll read again. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. All right, and that's what really is. All right, these people are troubled with terrible fear. That's why they want to unknowingly coming against us. But not knowing they're going against the Most High. Okay, what is compelling them? The example was vocab alone. What's compelling him to constantly always come against this gospel? All right, coming against our apostles and elders. Why? It's because this is the condition of the battle. Okay. Wickedness is on his last hurrah. All right, on this last leg. All right, and they're going to try everything in their power to try to stop prophecy, but it's not going to happen. Okay, they're troubled with fear because they know their condemnation is here. They know their end is here, and they're getting ready to be put out. So they're going to scratch and claw and yell and wail. That's why they said there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right, to the core, these people hate us. Why? Because their time is up. All right. I'll read again. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 2. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangest of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. All right, talking about us, man. Amazed at the strangeness. This is strange to them. So how are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being raised up, all right, by a book? And then ultimately, when we get beaten up in these chariots, okay, they look at us and say, there's no way, they'll never get it together. All right, we tried everything except for what? Come back to our power. All right, and it's the same book that everybody got their hands on, but it's not for them. All right, and it's envy. All right, because they're in the flesh. All right, but we're in the spirit. Okay, this is verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools account his life madness, and his end to be without honor. This is what they think of us. All right, this is just a fad, this is just a thing. No, man, this is it. We're out of here. Okay. The foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men. Okay, and that's clear cut. All right, you people have no idea what's going on. Okay, and that's why you get frustrated, you get angry, because you don't know what's going on. And ultimately, you're just damn demons. Okay, but we are honored. All right, the Most High is honoring us. All right, because the Most High is with us, and we believe that. Okay. You people are gonna get ready to be greatly dishonored. Ain't no honorable discharge for the wicked. Okay, this is verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Okay, because we are the saints. Okay, when the saints come marching in, that's us. All right, like it says in Psalms 148. All right, we are the saints of the Most High. Okay, and we say that boldly, all right, and not with pride or anything like that. Okay, because we're filthy. All right, our righteousness is filthy rags, but this is who we are. This is our heritage. Okay, all right, and we're claiming it back. All right, we are the children of the Most High, not you people. All right, okay, and it's not just in word, it's by action. All right, because we prove. Who else is doing what we're doing from the apostles on down? Okay, who else can do what we do? Okay, you people can't break down the scriptures. You people can't keep the laws. Okay, it's just programmed in us, because this is who we are. Okay, and you people are getting ready to see, all right, and learn the hard way. All right, but nonetheless, Lord's word is edifying, and as always, want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.